What is going on, everyone? This is Eric coming at you from just outside of Hartford, Connecticut, and today we're going to be discussing the Braden Holtby trade, which occurred back during the 2007 NHL Draft. Now, this was a draft pick trade between the LA Kings and the Washington Capitals that saw LA acquire the 95th overall pick from the Capitals in exchange for the 154th and a 2008 fourth round pick. So, how did this trade work out? We're going to start by looking at the LA Kings, who, with the 95th selection in the 2007 draft, would select defenseman Alec Martinez. Now, Martinez was a very good, offensively minded defenseman for the Kings. He had 5 goals with 11 assists in his debut year of the 10-11 season. Now, over the next 2 years, his offense did take a little bit of a hit as he had a combined 7 goals and 10 assists. But in the 13-14 season, he scored a career-best 11 goals along with 11 assists that year. Now, he had a solid 14-15 season. He would score 6 goals with 16 assists while also starting to focus a bit more on the defensive side of the puck. Now, the 14-15 playoffs is where Martinez really started to shine. He would score 5 goals along with 5 assists. Not impressed? Well, one of those goals ended up winning LA Game 7 of the Western Conference Finals, while another would win them the Stanley Cup Finals in overtime, no less. Crucial goals at the exact right time. That's what Alec Martinez brought to this team. So he was ready to go. Now, the 15-16 season saw Martinez score 10 goals to go with 182 block shots and a career best 162 hits. Now, he showed up in the 16-17 season as he would score 9 goals with a career best 30 assists while also adding 144 shots. He had 167 blocks and 137 hits. Now, in the 17-18 season, he would set a career high in block shots with 206, while also contributing 9 goals. However, he started to regress. In the 18-19 season, he only scored 4 goals, and he started off the 19-20 season poorly, as he only had a single goal over 41 games before he would be traded. Now, this trade will get its own video in the future. Stay tuned. That's why I call this one the Braden Holtby trade, just because Martinez will be getting his own trade in the future. Now, he was a 2-time Stanley Cup champion for the Kings. Now, how did the Capitals do in this deal? So, the first pick we're going to look at was the 154th in the 2007 draft. They would use this one to select goaltender Dan Dunn, and Dunn did not sign with the Capitals. Late round draft picks on goalies are a shot in the dark. Now, they also got a 4th round pick in the 2008 draft from the Kings. This would become the 93rd overall selection, and with that, they would pick goaltender Braden Holtby. Now, Holtby had a quiet first 2 stints in the NHL, but essentially, come the 11-12 playoffs, he would win over management after stepping up due to injuries at the goalie position. He would start 14 games going 7-7 with a .935 save percentage and a 1.95 goals against average. Now, he would become the starter before the lockout-shortened 12-13 season, and he responded with a decent year, ending that season with a .920 save percentage and a 2.58 goals against average. Now, the 2013-14 season was decent for him. He would go 23-15-4 with a .915 save percentage and a 2.85 goals against average. But he would step up in the 14-15 season. He would lead the league in games played with 73, shots against with 2,044, and saves with 1,887. He posted a 41-20-10 record, as well as a .923 save percentage, a 2.22 goals against average, and 9 shutouts. Now, he followed that up with a career year in the 15-16 season, as he won a league-high 48 games with 9 losses and 7 overtime losses, while adding a .922 save percentage and a 2.20 goals against average. This performance saw him take home the Vezina Trophy. Now, he had another very strong year in the 16-17 season, once more leading the league in wins with 42 and shutouts with 9. He had career highs with a .925 save percentage and a 2.07 goals against average. Now, of course, the rookie year he did better, but those were smaller samples. Now, he would win the William N. Jennings Trophy, which is given to the team with the fewest goals allowed, and finish second in Vezina voting. He struggled a bit towards the end of an otherwise solid 17-18 season, as he would record a .907 save percentage and a 2.99 goals against average that year. Now, this led to him surprisingly being benched to start the playoffs, but he would recapture the role. And he had a very strong 17-18 playoffs, as he would go a combined 16-7 with a .922 save percentage and a 2.16 goals against average, as Washington would go on to win the franchise's first ever Stanley Cup. Now, in Game 2 of the Stanley Cup, he made an amazing stick save on an open net shot that helped Washington hold on to win that game. This is known as the save to Washington fans. Now, the 18-19 season, he was decent. He ended the year with a .911 save percentage and a 2.82 goals against average. Now, he struggled in the 19-20 season, putting up a bit of a shocking .897 save percentage with a 3.11 goals against average. Now, this includes a game in which he allowed 3 goals on 3 shots before he was pulled. So that was an awful game. Now, with the way that he'd been playing and the way that the backup Samsonov had been playing, he was allowed to walk after the 19-20 season. Now, it should be noted that he did leave a massive impact in Washington, as he was crucial to Washington winning their first ever Stanley Cup. He was a 3-time All-Star, a 1-time Vezina Trophy winner, and a 1-time member or recipient of the William N. Jennings Trophy. So this was the Braden Holtby trade. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Have a good rest of your day.